Hello viewers, here is a Duracraft window table fan in black, although it appears to be kind of like a bluish or grayish color. This one is one of the earlier ones, it's from 2003. Earlier, by earlier I mean earlier of this style. And the model number is DB100 series. Let's see if this is going to focus or not. Yes, there we go. There's the informations. This is, I think, the second one of these that I've found. These are pretty important in my collection. I've always liked these when I was younger, and I remember seeing them around quite a bit in like the mid to late 2000s. I think there was one house nearby that regularly had one in the window, and I saw them a couple of other places. These were sold locally around here. I used to see them in the store. It was like a drugstore kind of chain that was in the complex with the grocery store we used to go to, and I believe it was like it was a 3-letter something, VCS or something like that. It's not there anymore. But anyways, when these were still sold, I think it's my grandfather actually bought me one of these from there, and that was in the late 2000s. So it must have been perhaps one of the last years these fans sold in that store. But anyway, this is another one. This isn't that instance. I have that instance somewhere. It's boxed up in my collection. But anyways, I found this one recently. I don't remember where. I think it might have been at the Habitat. But it's kind of scratched up. The finish on these is not very durable despite the name, and so they do get scratched up pretty easily. Even the one that I have new in a box that I've had forever, you know, taken good care of, the badge is kind of scraped up just from sliding out of the box. I also found the plastic on these fans is not very strong, and if it falls over anything it will shatter. So the Duracraft name is not really faring too well on this one. But nonetheless, I still think these are pretty good fans for the size. They move a decent amount of air. They're relatively quiet. And the motors seem to be pretty good for longevity. I've only seen one that actually locked up. Anyways, let's plug it up and see it run, or if it runs. I'm not really sure if it runs. I don't think I've tested this one yet, and if I have, I just don't remember. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what in the world was done to this here. So this is going to take a minute to sort this out here. Okay, this is ridiculous. Okay. So it's off, and this looks like it might have been used during some kind of a remodeling project or something in the house, because it's got paint on the cord, and it's got like what looks like kind of a sheetrock dust on the side of it there. So we'll plug it up here. Polarized plug, no fuse, and we'll start off on low. And this one came right to life. And unlike the one that I have, both of the ones that I have, this didn't seem to take a long time to get up to speed. It seemed to just get right there. The ones that I have kind of just go slow for a while and get going over, you know, a minute or two. And it's not a bearings issue because the bearings are free. It just seems to be how the motors operate. Anyway, so this is running. Seems like it's running pretty well. It's moving a decent amount of air. I find that these don't force a lot of air with a lot of velocity, if you will, but you can feel them from a good distance away. This room is kind of cluttered, but I'm about 3 or so feet away, and it feels just about as powerful as it does if you're right in front of it. So let's go to high. It's moving a decent amount of air, especially considering it's kind of dirty. relatively balanced. A little bit of vibration, but not too bad. I always used to think this one looked cool in the window at night for whatever reason. Alright, let's turn it off. Get the spin down here. Not bad for a fan that's over 10 years old and probably never got oiled. Well, that's that. It does work, so it just needs to be cleaned. So we'll have another video of this one to come soon.